I wanted to be a classical opera singer my whole life. Both my parents had a huge love of classical music, and then I just became obsessed with singing. I was singing all the time in the car, singing with my friends, and my mom finally was like, okay, let's start you with some voice lessons.
I started music when I was in about 4th grade. I got a really great opportunity to be in this choir in the capital region. They sing and raise money for children with childhood cancer and blood disorders. Ever since then, I just fell in love with the power that music has on people's lives.
It challenges you to work hard, but also everyone here is so supportive.
It was really the students that actually made me fall in love with the space, just seeing their community.
I got to sing with concert choir last spring, and we worked on The Path of Miracles by Joby Talbot. It's a 4-movement, hour-and-a-half long choral work. It's about the Path of Miracles.
That is based on the Camino de Santiago, which is the hike that we all went on.
You know, in the music, there's like 17 different parts at one time. But like once we had it all together and we were just, you know, just sharing with the audience what we've learned, it was a new experience. By that time I knew I was going to Spain, so just like having that, like having those extra emotions in me, like knowing I'm gonna experience this with some people in this class too, it was uplifting.
During that time, we also got to learn all about Spanish culture as well as what spaces we'd be going through. The trip itself was incredible. We started in the south of France and hiked all the way to the northern coast of Spain.
For myself, I grew a lot as a person. I met a man along the Camino who one day told me that I was like his little hero. That's what he called me. And he told me that just the way I was walking and the way I was talking and like laughing and having fun with everybody, I was embodying the spirit of the Camino. And from that moment on, I took his little quote and I decided that I was going to be the hero of my own story. I just decided to be kind to everybody and to be brave and try new things and to do all those things that Martin told me I already was doing.
You're just gonna roll to Santiago?
With the Camino specifically, it's known for being this beautiful hike that really changes people. A phrase that we all say while we're walking and you pass another pilgrim is Buen Camino. And towards the end, people start saying Buen Camino por tu vida, which means good walk for your life. It's just translating that this journey isn't ended here, it's coming with you. And especially being a musician, bringing that back into my art, I find myself more emotional when I perform, more emotional even when I'm speaking.
We met this French couple. We're walking for their daughter that they lost. When we discovered the reason that they were walking, we dedicated a song to them. And it was just a really beautiful moment.
And then they shared how much peace we actually brought them through our music and reaching out with them and talking to them, and that gave me a sense of purpose.
The piece was not easy, just like how the trip was not easy. And but I didn't know how much I needed to go on that trip until I was there. Just going to a different area of the world and having this new routine, it was just a little more peaceful, self-reflective.
Music has so much more value when you have context, and when you learn about all these different cultures, you can really put a lot more into the music because you know where it's from.
I actually got a tattoo with the mark of the Camino, so as a reminder of everything that I learned along the way, and it's something that's going to stay with me for the rest of my life. Yeah.